got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hey, you all, can you hear me? Sorry, I'm having issues. My damn internet that I'm having, I can't get no sound. Like none of my headphones would connect. My speaker on my computer wouldn't connect. I don't know what the hell. I still don't have no headphones in right now. Can y'all hear me? Hi, Gail. Nene, hey, love. Happy New Year. Frank, just Jill. Hey, beautiful. I did have it streaming on both channels, but I canceled one over on my second channel. I don't feel like confusing people and confusing myself. Gail, I did all that and I'm finally on. I don't know what's going on. I could not get on. It would boot me every time I tried to get on here. Then when I would get on, I wouldn't have no sound or nothing. It's like, and I couldn't, then I would try to do certain things and it wouldn't let me move my mouse. Yeah, I rebooted my modem and router or whatever and all that. And hopefully it's good now. I don't know. They're invading me, Gail. You got my back, love? Okay, good. As long as you can hear me good. I'm going to try to put my headphones in, though. These that don't work well with Google. All right, I just put one of my AirPods in, Gail. If you can hear me, put a 69. 69 if you hear me. And it's good because these AirPods are the ones I have trouble with on StreamYard. Yes, Gail, I love you. See, Gail's ride or die, man. I love her. Thank you. Thank you for that. Where's everybody at? There's 4 people in here, but where's all of our people? Where's Frank? Nene, she's got a busy life and I understand that. She's got her own channel. Let me see if I can drop Nene's link here. She got a channel too. I love her. We don't like hardly ever agree on anything, it seems like. But we love each other. I love it. And that's how it should be. You know, you should be able to put aside how you feel about cases and stuff in your friendship, you know? Just because you don't agree on any, like me and Amy, we hardly ever agree. We do on some stuff, but it's rare. Let's see here. I'm new to getting links through my StreamYard. It's hard for me to get freaking links. There we go. Let's see here. Copy. I'm doing it, y'all. Y'all sub up to Nene. I probably ain't even saying her name right. I'm horrible at names. Hey, Chloe, Joe. Hey, love. Hey, Allie. Hey, boo. I'm trying to multitask here. I'm trying to copy and paste a link from my computer, and I suck at it. But it looks like, does that link work? Come on. Does that show that link works on y'all's side to Nene's channel? Happy New Year, everybody. I didn't do nothing last night. I went to bed before New Year's. I was ready for it to be over. I'm ready for the new year. Yay, I done it right, Allie. Yes. See, I have trouble doing that, and I figured it out. It's hard to, for me to copy and paste, but I'm getting the hang of it, I think. Fuck yeah. Yay. I've been coughing and stuff so much, and my voice, and a lot of it's to do with smoking dabs, though. I ain't gonna lie, but what y'all up to? Ain't shit going on here. I'm bored as hell. And I don't even want to go out and get out in that damn mess. Oh, wow, Gail. Hopefully nobody bothered her. Did she let him out and that worked? See, Chloe, I didn't know Nene had a channel either. She's got like a big channel, like, for us kind of people. I didn't know it either. And I ran, somehow I ended up on her channel. I was like, Nene has a damn channel. She don't promote it or nothing, does she? Love her. I love Nene. She is very, very, she's biased, but like when it comes to friendships, I love how she deals with friendships because she don't care what you think, how you feel, or whatever, as long as it don't affect the friendship. I love that about her. That's how, yeah. Yeah, I didn't make it to midnight. I made sure I went to sleep before that because I wanted to go to bed and wake up in a new fucking year. I was over it. Winifred, no. 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 That's not yours. No. Hey, Wyoming Adventures. Happy New Year to you, too. Thank you. How was your day? I'm just ready for it all to be over. And it's over, and here we are. And for some reason, my little dog's going to be all over me right now. Yeah, Nene is friendly, Chloe. I adore her. Like, I'm really not sure if she goes lives or how. I don't know what she does over there. I just found out she had a freaking channel. You won't even go visit because of the dog scale. Yeah, that's scary. Look, I'm scared of pit bulls, period. Any pit bull. And I know people say, oh, no. But you know what? I can't help that. I'm fucking scared of pit bulls. I am, any of them. I don't care whose it is. My brother has, they're like pit bulls. They're bullies, American bullies. Y'all know I'm talking about the bully breed. My brother has those, and he has one that I like, but I know that one from like a little bitty puppy. It was a little different. I don't know, but it's not like a pit bull. But he does the American bullies. They're beautiful dogs. I think pit bulls are beautiful. But I'm just scared of them. And you know how dogs can sense that you're scared of them? I won't even go around one because I don't want to put me or that dog in the position. You know what I mean? I'm not going to. No, it's not the dog's fault because he's going to sense that I'm scared. And that's not going to go well for me or the dog. So people call me a puss, whatever. Oh, well. I'm protecting me and your dog because if that dog bites me, that dog's going to be put to sleep. If it don't kill me, Because you never know. I'm just saying. Just for instance. Allie, I kind of am too. I'm sus. To some dogs. Some dogs, though, but it's like if I'm around them, they're my friends, and you know what I mean? That's different. But a lot of dogs, I'm scared of dogs. I am, and I love dogs. For people, my family and stuff likes them too, but nope, not me. Not me. Even that breed that my brother has, bullies, they're still in the pit bull family. You know what I mean? They look just like a a short version of a pit to me. Let me see if I can find you one. I do. His name's Herschel. My brother drives a truck, a semi truck, and he takes one of them on the road with him. This is the first one he ever got, and this is one that I knew since a puppy. And I'm not scared of him, but I am the other ones. Let me see if I can find a picture of Herschel. But his name's Herschel, after Herschel Walker. My brother is a Georgia Bulldog fan. Let's see here. I love sharing pictures of my pets and my nephew pets, and I love animals so much. I wish that I want to open up a women's domestic violence pet friendly shelter or something like that to help women from DV situations that have animals, because if you're in that situation, you have animals, sometimes you're attached to that animal and you're not going to let go of that animal, and you will stay in a fucked up position for your fur baby, and there needs to be more places. And I say women, and yes, I'm being biased or feminist or whatever the fuck you want to call me, because I'm saying women. Fuck you men. You men are the one that put a lot of this women in these positions, But anyway, sorry, I squirreled off. But that's what I want to do one day. And before I die, I'm going to make that happen. I might be old as fuck and it might fail, but I'm going to do it. Give a place for women and the pets. It's got to be pet friendly. You got to have a pet to come there. And I hate to be like that, but there's 500 other regular shelters they could go to without a pet. You know what I'm saying? It's probably fucked up for me to say, oh, you shouldn't. But yeah, I am, because it's the ones with the pets. People don't realize how many suffer in silence because of their fur baby. And their fur baby's all they got. I don't even feel like looking through these fucking pictures. Let's just chat. Right, Allie? They do turn on a dime. And if a pit bull senses fear, I think it's over for me. I'm serious. And I'm a little person, and there's no way I could fight a fucking pit bull off of me. Or Gail, they weigh more than me. I weigh 125 pounds. Like Allie, I could maybe, I don't know. I'm too fucking scared of them. No matter the bloodline or how you raise them or where they come from or what dog's vagina they came out of, or their great grandfather lived in Egypt somewhere, and I don't care. Those dogs turn quick. It's happened too many fucking times. They've killed babies. And remember recently there was some that killed, I think it was two little kids and the mama. The mama was trying to protect the babies off, get the dogs off her babies, and she got killed too. Did y'all hear about that story? Go Dogs. My brother's a big Georgia Bulldog fan. He has a Georgia Bulldog type too. His dog's name's Herschel. He's been a Georgia fan forever. And we're not from Georgia or nothing, but that's his team. I love you, Zena. I hope you have a fantastic day, love. Oh, thank you, Chloe. But think about it. You already thought about it, obviously, by your response here, but a lot of shelters are turned. You could go in there with two black eyes and they would turn you down because you have a pet. And so what do? You go back to the same situation you was just now trying to get out of. And like me, here's no way. My dogs, one of my dogs is my service dog. She's been everywhere with me on Greyhound buses and planes and everywhere. One of them has. My little one here, I just got her recently. I got her last year. She's a year old, but no, them's my babies. And which I don't need to go to a shelter or not, but still I want to make that happen for those that do need it. Zena, me neither. And look, I don't know if y'all have ever heard this, but I do not trust a cat alone with like a really small infant, newborn, any of them that drinks milk, because I always heard that cats will suffocate a baby because of the sweetness in the milk, the formula and stuff, and they'll suffocate a baby. Have y'all ever heard that? And that terrifies me. Thank you, Zena. I appreciate that. Like I said, it might seem like a big go, and I might start something little and I might fail at it. But before I pass away, I will have something started. I'm going to. Okay, good. Well, not good, but yeah. You heard that too, Wyoming? Yeah, it's scary, you know? Because I couldn't imagine, my cat killing my baby, just by being a cat. It's its nature, and I couldn't imagine. Just like I couldn't imagine my dogs attacking my baby. Oh, he got his nose ripped off. That's fucking horrible. You have 18-pound cat that don't like children. Oh my God, Gil. Look, my baby dog, she weighs 17 pounds. That's my baby dog. Chloe, right here, that's exactly, it's like once they get a taste of blood or once they get a sense of wanting to fight, or something, it's over. I've heard that. That's crazy. I'm so sorry about your daughter. That's crazy. They're beautiful dogs, though, and pit bulls, they are fucking gorgeous dogs. I love the blue ones. And then I like the red-nosed red ones. I think they're beautiful. They're beautiful dogs, but they scare the fucking shit out of me. I don't care whose it is or. And the bully breed like my brother has, I'm scared of them. Except for one, and that's the one my brother has. I'll probably be scared of him now because I've not seen him in so long. You know what I mean? I'd probably get a fear of him. It's been a couple of years since I've seen that dog. Oh, he was a drunk. That's horrible. I'm sorry, Gail. And fuck your abuser. I'm sorry. Yeah, right, Chloe. They taste blood, and it's like blood is blood. You know what I mean? And plus that sense of fighting, and yeah, it's. And I say a lot of dogs could be like that. Your nephew has a bully. Yeah, my brother has. Let's see. He has Herschel. He has one named Kentucky. Nola, it's just girl. He has one girl. He don't breed them or nothing though. Uh, what's that other one's name? He's got 4 or 5 of them. And yeah, I don't trust them. And they're boys. There's only one girl that he's got, and they fight all the fucking time. His dogs fight each other all the time, and it's horrible. And Herschel, the oldest dog, the one that I know that travels with my brother, is he whoops their fucking ass. But he's the one. But now I'd probably be scared of him. Yeah, be honest. But yeah, his wife has the rest of them at home, and sometimes he used to take Kentucky out on the road. He's got one named Kentucky. He got it in Kentucky. Beautiful fucking dog. Got Kentucky blue eyes. It's wild. Like, they're so blue. This dog, Kentucky. I love him. But he's mean. Yeah, yeah. He always wants to fight Herschel, then he gets his ass whooped. Let's see if I gotta find a picture of Herschel. I love him. He's brindle. Let me see here. I'm not gonna show my brother's face. Fuck that. But I want y'all to see my baby. Well, he ain't my baby, but he was. I spent a lot of time with him. I wonder if he would remember me. Because it's probably been 2 years since I've seen him. But I'd probably be scared of him just because I'm just now talking about it, talk myself into it. Let's see, where's some pictures? Oh, there he is. Me and him, actually. Oh, this is an old screenshot. This ain't a really good picture of him. Everybody still there? One second, y'all. I'm still here. I'm trying to upload this. See here. Okay, I'm back. Let me go back here in comments. Sorry, I was not in comments. Okay, I stopped on Why Won't We Answer. I'm going to start back up. Oh my God, Gail, you handcuffed him to the bed? Oh my God, I love you. You're my kind of crazy. It's like, how's it feel, motherfucker? That's what I tell my abuser. You're a do as I say, not as I do kind of person. Because they want to do whatever the fuck they want to do, but if you do it to them, then it's a problem. No, they're do as I say, not as I do. I hate that kind of people. Sorry you went through that, Gail, and I'm glad you got your little bit of feel good out of that. I'm sure I would have. Cause I get evil too if you hurt me and stuff. Yeah, fuck you. I hold grudges. I'm a bad grudge holder. Like once I stop messing with somebody and you hurt me as a friend or whatever, I push you away and no, stay away. I hate being like that, but I am. Aw, at least she gave the dogs a chance, though. Yeah, I don't trust bullies. They are beautiful dogs. Aw, Zena. Oh my God. Gail said I duct taped his feet with electric tape and beat him all night. Oh my God, Gail. Did he press charges on you? Did he try to or anything? You went to Florida. Did you stay in Florida? So you know you have yeah. I can't own one of those when the poo poos because if I owned one, I would use it. I'm that crazy, and I'm going to just leave it at that. I would probably pull a Gale, but with the poo poo. Yeah, I can't. I don't trust myself with one. And not to myself, to somebody fuck with me and I get wild hair up my ass and somebody makes me mad and the more I think about it, sometimes I'll just black the fuck out and snap and just so if y'all might see me on that show of Snapped one day. You might see me in there. Cause I just motherfuckers be playing too much, you know? I was born in the wrong generation. I should have been born in like the 60s or the 50s. Fuck this 80s and 70s bullshit. And I've been born a little earlier. Gail. Gail, oh my God. I fucking love you. I swear I do. Motherfuckers fuck around and find out, don't they? Right, Wyoming. Good job, Gail. We got you. Where'd I see? You're a grudge holder too, Allie? Yeah, I'm horrible with it. I can't help it. Like, I held a grudge on my stepmother, my dad's wife, and my real dad. And when she died, I still had that grudge held against her, and I felt like shit. I think about it still. But I got to get at peace with that because it still bothers me. But fuck, bitch shouldn't done what she done. She was good to my dad, though. You know, I can say that. Sorry, I'm so behind in chat. I get talking and. See, Allie, I would probably shoot the skink down the street too. Yeah. Oh my God, that's cool. I might be on that show too. Hell, you never know though, man. No, my mental health's pretty good now. I've been going to this really good doctor. I stayed home from the road and everything to do it, and it's been going pretty good. My mental health's getting there, but still, it's still in me. So don't fuck around and find out. Just saying. Gail, you're a wild one. I love it. I just triggered that memory. Fucked around and find out, man. Yeah, people don't want to. Yeah, don't fuck with crazy people. I don't fuck with crazy people. People what's crazier than me, I don't fuck with them. Because I know what I'm capable of. I can't imagine somebody up a notch or two than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I ain't fucking around finding out. Fuck no. I do some stupid shit and stuff sometimes, but I ain't that stupid. I'm gonna skip over some comments so I can catch up a little because I'll be forever behind. Then they'll be talking about me responding to fucking comments. I see how Alex Erickson does it now. You can't help but not respond. She's hillbilly like me though. Hey Gail, look, I don't cook for this motherfucker. We do our separate meals, and he can't cook like me. I'm hillbilly as fuck. I need lots of salt, lots of pepper, and I want you to get it well done. And it's hard. People can't cook country unless you're country. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's all cook my own shit. Sometimes he eats, sometimes he don't. Yeah, fuck haters, yeah, I don't care. $5,000. Shit, I wish I had $5,000 right now. Shit, I wish I had 500 right now. Shit, $500. Everybody, if we got $500 right now, just somehow, what would be the first thing you'd buy? And you had to spend that whole $500 within an hour. What would be the first thing you'd buy? I know it's not a lot, $500, but it's $500. I'm just curious to see what people will say because that's a lot to somebody, and to some people that's chump change. What would you do if you just won $500 right now and you had 1 hour to spend it? What would you buy? You had to spend it all. You couldn't get no refunds or cash. Hey, Boo Boo Kitty. Hey, Happy New Year, love. Hope you had a great evening. It's evening here. Zena says more tattoos. That's a good one, Zena, actually. I might be with you on that one. No, because then I'm a greedy bitch. I want more than a $500 tattoo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what I would do. I'm thinking about it while y'all are doing it. I don't know. $500. Yes, just for you, Allie. So you would get some new exhaust tips. Hit up Amazon. Wyoming, I would hit up something on. I don't know what I'd hit up. Because, see, I really want a new necklace. And, I don't wear jewelry and necklaces. I like a short necklace, not a choker light. And it's got to be thick and sturdy because I break them. And it's hard to find ones that I don't break. And I want to get a yellow gold one, but 16 inches. I like 16-inch chains, but they got to be sturdy, and I like them to be flat. They can't like a Cuban chain, or I believe that's what I would buy. But they're a little pricey. That's what I would buy myself because I've been wanting one forever. I would buy me a new gold necklace. Where the fuck's Frank? That fucker's probably sleeping. I guarantee he's sleeping. Wonder what time it is over there. Let me look. It is 10:21 p.m. there. It's not too late. He shouldn't be in. I don't know if he goes to bed early or late. I don't know. That's a good one. Something like you would never normally buy for yourself. Because, like me, I'm probably never going to buy myself that necklace that I want. You know what I'm saying? At $500 spent an hour, yes, that's probably what it would be. Hey, Wami, do you do any rock tumbling? Do you have a tumbler or anything like that? I think it's cool you live in. Are you from Wyoming or live there or got relations? You ain't got to say if you don't want to. Go up there, Wyoming and Montana and um, Oregon. I want to go to Oregon and Washington. I've never been to none of those states. I'm going to go the Dakotas, South and North. I've never been. I want to visit all those states. I want to go to Yellowstone National Park. You know, two tumblers. That's cool. I love watching videos on rock tumbling. It's relaxing for me to watch them. And then, bam, they come out this beautiful little shiny rock. It's cool as shit. You do live in Wyoming. That's cool. I want to. I've never been there, and it's on my bucket list. Wyoming and Montana, that area especially. I want to go to Washington and Oregon area. I want to go there for the coffee. If you ever go anywhere new, you got to try something that's local to that area. You know, like something special, like a drink or coffee or like Seattle. Was it Seattle? Somewhere's around there is where Starbucks started. So I don't want Starbucks coffee, but I want to have me a coffee there. I've been to California. I love California. I had Dutch Brothers. It's yummy, yummy. I love Dutch Brothers. I wish they were out east. Beautiful state. Yeah, I hear that. I want to go so bad, Wyoming. I've been literally all over this entire country except for that corner of the United States. And I want to go. I got a friend that lives in South Dakota. I thought about going there, but God, the winters are brutal. Like, I just want to go on vacation. I'll probably never work in those areas. I was lucky I worked in California the two times I did. Whenever I was able to go out there. See, my places I've been is because of work, but I still fucking been there. Worked there and lived there for 2-3 weeks or a month or so or whatever we was working. Yes, Allie, I would. I'm not going to go, but I'm just saying, that's coffee. That's where coffee, coffee central there, and I want some good coffee. No, I'm not going to no chain, no Starbucks, nothing like that. But I want to taste different ones. I love good coffee. I love tattoos too, Zena. I got like 8, but they're not extravagant. I got one for my mom that passed away, and I always wanted to get it finished. I wanted like a half a sleeve of it because it's on my arm. But I never got nothing done to it. I wish I could. That would be the tattoo I would do if I did do tattoos. I love tattoos. I think they're hot as fuck on some people, if they're good ones. Days in the 60s, that's nice. You have the dumbest shit tattooed on you, Allie. Shut up. I kind of have dumb shit tattooed on me. I love giraffes, and I got a big giraffe on the back of my calf. Giraffe on my calf. I love it though. Yeah, they're not in Wyoming. See, they are in South Dakota where my friend lives. Bless her heart. I know Wisconsin in that area up through there gets Minnesota. They get bad winters, I think. Oh, that's cool, Zena. I used to be obsessed with sugar skulls. Not anymore, really. I mean, I like them, but I'm not. I was like obsessed with them. I wanted them all over me. I never did get a tattoo of one. You have the dumb look, mom, no hands. All right, sugar tits. That's what I should name my membership. Sugar tits. Cotton sugar tits. Fuck it, it's my membership. Mary May loves me for my boobs. That would be great, wouldn't it? Look, that's what my friend Jay calls me. Sugar tits. Jay's for Justice. I love her. She lives really close to me. Iowa. I've been to Iowa. I went out through back when I was married. I had a conference thing out in Utah, and I traveled different states around that area. And I like didn't stay or nothing, but I've been there. That's wild you have that tattooed on you, Allie. Because that's what JS for Justice calls me, sugar tits. Or she'll say cotton candy tits, or she calls me sugar tits. Sorry you missed her, Allie. It's always hard when you miss a true friend. They pass away, or they move away, or you lose them somehow, you know? It's always rough. Oh, that's cool, Wyoming Adventures. Yeah, that's a beautiful part of country up through there. 1986. Are you a hippie girl? You're probably around the same age my mom was, if she was still alive. Oh, Allie. Oh, I didn't know you got an autopsy report of your friend. So you don't believe. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, 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 Cena. Yes. I can't say yes enough. Get out and see the world, you all. I'm serious. over the past 10 years, I've seen literally every state except for that corner I'm just talking about now, up there, Wyoming and stuff. Like I've been New York, Maine, I've been up and down the East Coast, literally, and everywhere in between now. Yeah, go out and see the world. It's crazy. It's wild. It's beautiful. It's different. It's worth it. I promise. If you're on the West Coast, come out to the East Coast. Visit, some places and swap coast. I say fuck all exes, Allie. I hate exes. I hate men, I swear. And there's no fucking way, nothing against lesbians, but there's no way I can be a lesbian. So I'll just be alone for the rest of my life. Mama's boys. I hate fucking mama's boys. Mama's boys suck. Y'all laughing at me. I can't eat no cooter, y'all. No way. Oh God, my dogs are about to bark. The damn trash man's here getting trash. The wonderful 80s. I agree that 80s, I was born in the early 80s, 70s. I ain't gonna say exactly where, some people know, but I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and them was the best times of my life. I remember them. I wish I grew up in the 60s, though. Gail, what is Wyoming Adventures, you love the 80s. What I remember is the last end of the 80s and absolutely the fucking 90s. Like, I don't remember when I was 2 years old, what happened. But I got half of the 80s memory, so yeah, good old days. I wish kids could see it like it was then, and I'm not very old, and times were different and good and pure. And I'm so proud of my little dog. She's looking out the window and not barking at the garbage man. This is like a first ever. Good girl, Winifred. Good girl, baby. Good girl. That's a good girl. No barky barky. Good girl. Oh my God, she did not bark. I'm so proud of her. Y'all have no clue. This is huge. Y'all remember when you turned 13? I will never forget when I turned 13. I thought that was the best thing in the whole entire world, to become a teenager finally. I remember all that. That was like the age I was most excited about. That 16 too, that was a good one, but not like whenever I turned 13. No marriage for you, Zena. Me and Mama Van ain't married. We might as well be. We've been together going on 6 years. Oh, now the neighbor's dog fucking barks. So here we go. Shut up. My dog done so good. Now the neighbor's gonna bark at him. Get mine going. Yeah, that was a good one too. That was a good one too. Like turning 21 wasn't really a big one for me because you can drink anyway before you're 21. But like you can't really drive before you're 16 or you know what I'm saying or well, some do, but in turning 13 there's nothing else to compare that to. I loved 13 and 16. 16 was a good one. Just a second, Joe. Yeah, I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break so I can go potty and All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm starving to death. I don't want to go out in this mess because my anxiety, I don't even want to fuck with it. The traffic. So I'm sending my old man. So I had to give him my grocery list. I ain't got nothing to eat in here because we had Christmas dinner and fucking all the leftovers and shit. We ain't even been to the grocery since before Christmas. I'm starving to death. I want some Subway. Can y'all hear me now? What are you doing, Winifred? I love you, baby girl. Yeah, where is Frank? He probably fucking went on a drinking binge or something. No, Frank. Out trolling. I out trolling in real life. On him. It's my buddy. I love Frank. He's a good dude. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Ain't shit going on, is it? Everybody talking about the Idaho 4. They're going to milk the fuck out of that now. Fucking JLR piece of shit. Let's check out Michelle. Look, she's doing some. Y'all know I like Michelle. She's doing a New Year's dinner. She always dresses up. Let's show Michelle some love. Even if you don't like her, hush your mouth.
That don't know how to cook. Like, thank you. So, Daisy, did you see what I just did? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I may be offline tomorrow because maybe more than a day because my screen. I dropped my phone and my screen is just popping all these things up. But Daisy, did you see what I just did with that corned beef? Because you say you can't cook. I'm asking you a question.
Michelle's a good cook. I give her that.
Happy New Year, Cotton Candy. Daisy, did you see what I just did?
Michelle,
Have I tried
she's
restarting
cute.
my phone? No. But
I
I
don't
dropped
know
my
what
phone.
she's cooking.
Should I
No,
restart
that's
my
not
phone?
cooking.
Will it kill my stream?
I wonder what she does with all that food.
Everyone buy Michelle a new phone now. No, I don't need a new phone. I think I dropped it in something
Yeah,
wrong with
that's
the
all I've
screen.
seen is Idaho 4 too, and I'm kind of.
Have you tried restarting it? I did not. If I restart it, is it going to kill this stream?
Same, Zena. Same. Love her heart. Y'all go over and give her a thumbs up and a view. But come back over here.
Sneeze on Amber's panel saying I'm sexually attracted to her. If I restart my phone, will it like end the stream? Okay, well, I'm just going to deal with it. This is going to be a long stream. Or maybe I should pull the corned beef out real quick and restart it. Should I do that? Nah, I'm just going to deal with it. If you guys can see me, that's fine. It's just this white screen just keeps popping up on the corner. So, Daisy. Oh.
I want to see what
Ask
she's
Daisy a
cooking.
question. Daisy, did you see what I just did? I took the corned beef out. I cut it open.
Corned beef.
put it on my laptop. I'm going to have to stream off of like my internet, and it's going to be like 4 hours, and I don't want to run up my stream.
Allie, I don't like cooking, but I like watching people cook. I know that's weird because I'm not the best cook in the world. I actually hate cooking, but I love watching other people cook. It's interesting to me.
Like your name. Man,
Who's she blocking?
you need to go to the attic. Okay, you saw what I did, JG Chain. I opened the pack,
Oh,
put
there's
it
Chloe.
in, put some water in the pan. I preheated the oven to 325. You need to cook it for like 1 hour per pound. And all I did, can I give it to you? Are you going to be cooking with me, Georgia Peach? Are you going to be doing the apples with me? 1 stick of butter, 1 pack of Red Hots. I'm going to be peeling the apples, like 5 apples in chunks. You're coming up with me, Georgia Peach, when I do my apples? To the attic. You making? Yes, I'm making cabbage, but this is gonna be like 4 hours.
Michelle
So I'm
cracks
just gonna
me
chat
up.
with y'all.
To the attic with the bats, bitches.
I'm doing corned beef, cabbage, black eyed peas, greens, apples, and rice, obviously. Well, I'm not doing rice. I'm just doing You're making the apples right now? Oh, I'm gonna make them in a little bit. Everybody loves my apples. Happy New Year, guys. I'm making the apples just to piss everybody off because they bitch about my apples. Happy New Year, guys. What are you going to do with all this food? When I get done cooking, I can't say where I'm going with it, but I'm bringing some food to someone, and I'm going to make corned beef sandwiches with like rolls and like mustard, and I love my apples and cabbage. I'm going to do like mock cabbage rolls, like you know how you roll up cabbage rolls? I think that I'm gonna like try to make inside out cabbage rolls. I've never done that, but I think I'm gonna try it. And black eyed peas, I mean, I eat black eyed peas. I'll do something with black eyed peas on the side. I always repurpose my food controller. That's working to like, I don't know, she just came on and said when I get done cooking, I'm gonna bring her a plate. I'm scared to say where I'm going because every time I say where I'm going, people call ahead. So I cheat on my black eyed peas and my greens. I'm kind of upset. So I'm going to have to put these in a bowl. And I'm going to have to hand pick the jalapenos out because these are the best black eyed peas that you can buy and you don't have to cook them. Yeah, they're cooked down with like slabs of bacon. Okay. And I don't like the jalapeno kind, but they were out of the regular kind. And this was the only thing they did not have in Pine Mountain. And I was not driving to Columbus on jalapeno black eyed peas. So when I cook them, I'm going to have to pick the jalapenos out. No, it's too spicy for me. You'd probably love these. But 2 things I cheat on. Black eyed peas, because you cannot get better than this. You cook it down for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes and just kind of let it cook in the sauce. And there is nothing better than Old Glory seasoned mustard greens. You throw a little like Tony Chachere's in there and cook it down. This is the best. Don't ever cook greens by this. Buy this, seriously. And hold on. Let me find it. Ain't never been out. look, hang on. And because I'm Cajun, you got to put sport peppers in there, right? And there's juice, but you put 2 sport peppers in there and you squeeze the juice on top of it. Right. Mm-hmm. That's how you do mustard greens. Those are the only 2 things I cheat with. Can't do mustard yet. Who are you talking about? Can you guys mod that Don? Gary. Hold on. I'm missing chat. Laughing off. First, she wasn't drunk. Who are y'all calling drunk? Amber? You've never had greens? Oh my God, these are awesome. How you doing, Controller? Did I see Molly's live earlier? No. Oh my God, Michelle had Molly triggered. How? How did I have her triggered?
Okay, I don't want to watch people, all that. I thought she was cooking. I want to see her cook. Give me something to drink here. I like hot stuff. I would probably like those peppers or that pepper vinegar. Do you ever go to Jersey Mike's? They have a hot pepper relish for their sandwiches. Oh my God, it's so good. I love it. I think Wawa's doing it now too, the pepper relish. It's really good. I love spicy. I love Mexican food. I like whenever I like hot tomatillo sauce. So good. I'm probably not saying that right. Tomatillo sauce. I love Mexican food. It's delicious. Yes, the Jersey Mike's. I love Jersey Mike's. I love subs. Right, Zane, I agree. She would. Yeah, go outside, walk the dog, show them running, and just chit chat, Fuck all that bullshit. I bet that's good, Allie. I love tomatillo sauce. I love it. Michelle gonna keep doing the bullshit though. Love her hard. I ain't hating on her, but I don't watch her when she does all that drama shit. Responding to him. Don't respond to him, Let's see, yeah. Sorry, just a second. Oh, I bet that is good, Allie. This Idaho case is crazy as fuck. I'm not even going down no rabbit holes with it. Them cops, they fucking got it together. I'm telling them that. That's the best. Like, they didn't tell us nothing, and they're getting shit done. They had what it took, and I'm proud of them, of the Idaho police there. Moscow. The Brian dude, I feel like there was somebody else too with him or something. Somebody drove the car, somebody else. The Brian dude, straight up narcissist. I can feel it in his soul. And hurting the people gave him power. That was his supply, and it's fucking crazy. Guarantee he's a narcissist. Guarantee it. Hold on just 1 second. Let me see here. We'll watch some videos on it, something. Let's see. Just a second here. Okay, here's one from Deets. I like Deets. Let's see what is going on. Oh, let's watch a little bit on it. I do want to. This is from Deets on the Streets. If somebody could share their link to. This is like the whole rundown, I think, maybe. The shit Dutch do.
Hey guys, I hope everyone is having a great New Year's. If you made any resolutions, I hope you're able to stick to them. I'm not good at sticking.
Please sub up to Deets. Deets is fantastic.
In the Idaho 4 case, we know that Bryan Kohberger was arrested in connection to the murders in Idaho. I just want to remind everyone that he is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but he's our main suspect right now, so he's the guy we're going to look at. A lot of information has came out very fast about Bryan, and I know for myself, it's hard to separate what is fact versus what is fiction. So I thought it'd be a good idea to go through some of the rumors and then set them straight with the facts. And I know that this is not all of them by any stretch of the imagination, but every time that I would find a new one and then debunk it, more and more would come out. So I just had to stop somewhere because it would have been days before I finished this video. So it was just a point where I had to stop finally. The first rumor that we have is that Bryan's sister lives next door to the 1122 King Road house. Actually, on both of these slides, I should have wrote sisters because from my research, he has two. They have never lived in Idaho. One works and lives in New Jersey, the other in Pennsylvania. Both are older than Bryan. One sister I was only able to find through Intellius, so I will not put her information out there since I couldn't find a public source of it. But then another sister we know because Bryan's mother actually wrote a letter to the editor in the Pocono Record. That's a local newspaper, and this is the actual article here. And we can see in this one line that I highlighted that she says, "Then I received a message from my daughter who works as a mental health therapist in New Jersey." And based on her background check, she still does. Next, we have the rumor that Bryan is married. He has a child or children. With this one, I don't have any evidence that he does not have children, but I can't find any evidence that he does have children or that he is married There's nothing on any of the family's background searches or anywhere that shows an in-law or children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews. There's nothing linking a wife or kids back to Brian. So I don't think he has any. The next rumor is that Brian graduated from Washington State University. I saw this early on a creators panel. I think it was just a miscommunication because information was coming out so fast at that time. Brian had just transferred to WASU in August. He was working towards his PhD and was also student teaching at WASU. This is the commencement from DeSalle. That's the university he attended in Pennsylvania. This shows that he graduated in 2022 with a master's in criminal justice. He graduated in May of 2022.
Brian Koberger.
We don't know when exactly Brian got to Washington, but it would have been sometime in July or August of 2022. I have seen some articles say July. I haven't found anything that put him there in July, but that doesn't mean he wasn't there in July. It would make sense for a student to go out a little early. He did get this seatbelt violation in August in Idaho, so we do know that he was going over into Idaho as early as August 22nd, 2022. Here's where WASU had him listed with his email address and the office that he was in on their portal. They have since removed this. WASU also released this statement saying that they were working with law enforcement, serving or assisting in the search warrants that were taking place at Koberger's apartment and office, which are both located on the WASU Pullman campus. Then at the bottom, it says that Koberger had completed his first semester as a PhD student in WASU's criminal justice program earlier this month. So we know it was his first semester at WASU. Semesters typically start in August with him being a teacher's assistant. He might have shown up earlier to settle in, get to know the area a little bit. But the earliest that I would put him in Washington, Idaho area would be July, August. The next rumor I have seen going around a lot, mainly on Facebook, a little bit on Twitter, and some on YouTube, is that Brian sold Kaylee her Range Rover. We know Kaylee had recently purchased this new to her, it's a used Range Rover. And I emphasize that because a lot of people speculate, how can a student, purchase a brand new Range Rover? It wasn't brand new. It was a 2016. It was new to her and she was very proud of it. But we know she purchased it from these pictures from the Price dealership. And I can find zero connection between Brian and this dealership. Now, I have a feeling this next rumor is going to maybe get some hate in the comments or some people disagreeing with me. The rumor is that Brian was following the victims on social media, especially Maddie and Kaylee. Well, none of the social media accounts claiming to be Brian have been confirmed to actually be his, and I can find zero proof that they are. When it first came out that the suspect was Brian, one of the very first things that I did was go and look at Instagram and search for his name. At that time, there was only 2 accounts there, and none of them were the ones with the video that everyone is talking about. But I didn't take any screenshots at the time, so I can't prove it. However, there was a creator that was live and looked it up. And these are the only ones that popped up at that time for her. And I'll link Alex's video below so you can go check it out and watch her look them up in real time. It's at the very end of the video. When I first looked, there was 2. Yesterday when I checked, there was like 6. Now there's, over 20 Brian Koberger accounts. It's a sick thing that these individuals do, create these accounts. So even if the account is private or it's following family members of Brian's or, the victims or their loved ones, it's not him. Even if they have a post that goes back to July or October, I've seen a couple others, it's still not him. What they do is they change their name. If they use another, if you're using another account, they'll change that name to Brian, throw up a picture, and it looks like, it's been around since July or October or whatnot. It's not. Some of these accounts, you can see they're brand new. They say new underneath the picture. Why do individuals do this? I don't know. It's bizarre behavior. Later, they change it to something else and start scamming you, or they start sending messages to those that become their followers. It's weird. Be careful. Protect yourself from it. I did find one Twitter account that might have been him. There's no proof of it, but it very well could have been him. There's nothing on it. No posts, no liking of other things or whatnot. It was following some very peculiar people, but I have no proof that it is him. The next rumor is that Brian's dad is the landlord of the 1122 King Road rental property. From Brian's father's background check, we know that he has been linked to being a maintenance man. He's currently working in HVAC, but there is no evidence that he was ever a landlord of the rental property where the victims were murdered or any other property in Idaho for that matter. We've also seen reports of who the owners of the property are. This is just the first article I grabbed. There's multiple ones out there. Okay, this next one's a little tricky to explain, so hang in there with me. The rumor is that Brian has been posting in the main Idaho Murders Facebook group as Papa Rogers. That account updated after Brian was arrested, and I'll show you. And another user also noticed a difference in the writing style of that user. So just take this for what it's worth. If you want to continue to believe that Papa Rogers is Brian, you're free to do so. I have a feeling that individual is in Facebook jail and will probably, start speaking out once his account is free to do so. When I first initially checked, Papa Rogers had updated the cover photo for the Moscow, Idaho Murders Anything Goes group that he is an admin of. within the time frame, it would have been after Brian was taken into custody. A lot of people have stated that he has a fixation with Maddie because of all these pictures of Maddie that he put in the cover photo. The cover photo is actually a screenshot of Maddie's Instagram account. Here's a screenshot where an individual on Facebook makes the argument that the writing style is different because of the spaces after the sentences. That's a compelling argument. Another thing you'll notice is that when Papa Rogers updated their cover photo, it says her cover photo. Of course, you can pick any gender when signing up for Facebook, so that's obviously not, definitive proof, but there's also this screenshot where Papa Rogers commented under an Indiana high school post. It was about taxes at this school. I don't see Brian, posting on an Indiana high school page. Is it possible? Sure. Probable? Not likely. Another comparison that was made was that the profile picture for Papa Rogers was, some replica of Brian himself. It's not. It's a computer-generated portrait of the unknown soldier. The next is a pretty odd rumor, but it has a lot of people speculating, so I went ahead and included it. There's a rumor that he had several books in a weird container in the window of his apartment. Those books were in the third floor apartment window, and we know that Brian lives in 201. So that's the wrong window that was being photographed or recorded.
Fucking Betty and Olivia is the one that recorded it, took the picture of the wrong room. That's who Dietz is talking about.
In other pictures, we can see them going in and out of 201. As I stated at the beginning of the video, I could have just kept, going. It seems like a new rumor is popping up every 15, 20 minutes. I just suggest that, if you hear something, just try to validate it through multiple sources and see what you come up with before running around and spreading that rumor. Or write in the comments below what you think is a rumor, and if you have sources to back it up, let me know, and we'll look into those as well. I might continue and do more videos on this later, but I think they'll be smaller chunks, or maybe we'll do it one at a time as rumors come out. I know some of them might seem silly or piddly, but we do owe it to the victims to get our information correct. I know we haven't been doing clips lately, but we are going to be getting back to that.
Just 1 second. I'm going to try and find some more stuff to watch. I am curious now. I watched a little bit this morning. Let's see who. News Nation. Pretty on top of it. I like Brian Newton, News Daddy. Let's see. And there's no, that's not enough. Well, surprisingly, they don't have nothing. There's something I seen that I wanted to share. Uno momento. I don't want to play damn JLR because he strikes. I don't need no damn strikes. Damn JLR is burning it up. Oh my God, 6.5 hours. Somebody was live. It's crazy. Here's Evil Exists. Did we watch that? Yeah, we didn't see. Never mind. Never mind. It's pretty much the same thing we just watched. Who else even in here? Allie and just Jill, Gail, my peeps. I don't know how good this video is, but I found it. And I've not watched it, but I want to. It was in my feed earlier for some reason. Because I'm not even subscribed to this person. So if y'all can see Don Con Swayo or something, I don't know, but pin his link for me, please, and thanks. If this goes fucking crazy and boring, I'll stop it, I promise.
Honest, I've kind of been slacking when it comes to this Idaho tragedy with the 4 college students who just seemingly went missing. They went to a party and then all of a sudden they got snatched up and nobody could find them for the longest time. And it was just kind of, lingering. It was one of those kind of boiling stories that were just happening under the water. I've seen a lot of reports, especially on New York Post, and that's probably why we're starting here with this one. And people were very interested because, yes, it involved 4 young, attractive people getting caught up and snatched up and seemingly just disappeared. Nobody knew what the heck was actually going on. And then all of a sudden, police department swoops in. Here, we got our suspect. Okay, what do you know about him so far? Well, we'll try and figure out this because I made reference to this once. I can't even remember what the video was, especially when the story first broke, and that was a long old time ago. And now we finally got some sort of substantive update because there's been a lot of crying and complaining in very relatable, understandable ways. It's like, my daughter's missing, my son's missing. And it's like, yeah, I understand. It's just not a lot for me to comment on. That's for other people to talk about. They want to talk about that true crime shit. I don't really care all that much. But since we have a suspect, I might as well add my two cents. Idaho student's dad reportedly sees a link between slain daughter and a Bryan Kohberger. And who is Bryan Kohberger? I do believe he is the suspect. Steve Goncalves, father of 21-year-old Kaylee Goncalves, said he was beginning to see links between Bryan Kohberger, 28, and his daughter, according to ABC News. He said he wasn't ready to discuss the connections and said no one in his family recognized the suspect. Okay, weird. Now, that there's a person and a name that someone can specifically look for and see if there's any connections in any way. So they're trying to figure it out. The family's attorney, Shannon Gray, told ABC News Goncalves vowed in court when Koberger is returned to Idaho to face murder charges in the November 13th deaths of Kaylee and Madison Mogan, 21, Xana Kernoodle, funny name, but tragic situation, obviously, 20, and Ethan Chapin, 20. This guy's going to have to look me in the eyes multiple times.
He already talk about anybody having a funny name.
Okay, yeah, and that's a picture. If you've been looking at any news sites, okay, you've probably seen that very frame dozens of times over the past month and a half, 6 weeks or so. And it's sad. It's sad. They were going to school, okay, for theoretically good careers. It was a situation where party goes bad, cute girls get snatched up. It's a very enticing story, but nothing to really go on. And it seemed to be going cold for a long time until, of course, they got this handsome fellow right there. Holy. Koberger was arrested Friday in Pennsylvania, was attending a graduate program in Washington State University, about 10 miles away from the University of Idaho campus. So, who the fuck is this guy? Everything we know about Idaho murder suspect Bryan Kohberger. I know a couple of things, but let's see if we can fill in the gaps. More details have emerged about Bryan Kohberger, the man suspected of killing 4 University of Idaho students, including reports that he was studying for a PhD in criminology. Yeah, he was just trying to put his thesis to work. It's like, can I snatch up 4 random people from a sorority party only to see what acid they can best be dissolved in? I'm just wondering. I just want to put this in practice before I write up something on it. And that he underwent a personality shift in high school that his friends found troubling. Dun, dun, dun. What is he, a right-wing radical? Oh, man, not quite. Authorities said Kohberger was arrested early Friday morning by Pennsylvania State Police and the assistance of other law enforcement agencies at a home in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, around 2,500 miles away from the scene of the crime. It's pretty significant to find one fucking guy. I guess that's why it took him about 6 weeks in order to find anybody. Kohberger has been charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and felony burglary in the November 13th slayings of Kaylee Goncalves, 21, Madison Mogan, 21, Xana Kernoodle, still funny to say, 20, and Ethan Chapin, 20, who were all stabbed to death. Fucking Christ, dude. Like, there's something to say about somebody getting shot or something like that. And it's not quite as personal as going up front and, shanking them a couple of times. That takes a specifically sick individual. The victims' bodies were found on November 13th in their beds in their off-campus home in Moscow, Idaho, with the grisly scene sending a shockwave through the small college town and then also, the world. Fears of a repeat attack prompted nearly half of the University of Idaho's over 11,000 students to switch to online classes and leave the city. Yeah, but then it was also just kind of a random opportunity for people to duck out of going to class. But okay, whatever. Given the fact that 60% of college enrollees are girls at this point. Yeah, it makes sense. The case, which police described as very complex and extensive, initially appeared to mystify law enforcement. Yeah, exactly. Like, this story popped up and then it just kind of went away. Every once in a while, you'd see a story about it, and it was one of those things that was kept in the news cycle. And then all of a sudden, past Friday, we got a suspect and we're charging him. Holy! This is the type of law enforcement that's good law enforcement, to keep it a buck. The case, which police described as very complex and extensive, initially appeared to mystify law enforcement, though officials have now said they were guarded in their release of information so as to not alert the suspect to the investigator's process. All right, then. This was a very complex and extensive case. We had developed a clear picture over time, and we stand assured that the work is not done. This has just started. Well, if you've already charged them, I would say a significant amount, if not all of the work, has already been done in this one. It's just up to the prosecutors now. James Fry, Moscow will never give in, police chief, told reporters at a press conference Friday. Sorry, it's one of the best Sabaton songs. Fry added that investigators are still looking for all the evidence, including the murder weapon. They don't have the murder weapon yet, but they got the suspect, and they're charging him? Okay. Kohberger is being held without bond in Pennsylvania, where he's awaiting extradition to Idaho. Probably not that difficult. Letta County prosecutor Bill Thompson said investigators believe Kohberger broke into the student's home with the intent to commit murder. Why them, though? Thompson added, this is not the end of the investigation, but a new beginning, asking the public to come forward with tips to help investigators and the courts to understand fully everything there is to know and not talk about not only the individual, but what happened and why. But you have enough to go on to snatch this guy up. Kohberger is a PhD student in the Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology at Washington State University, which is a brief drive across the state line. Oh my God, he committed this crime. He committed this crime by crossing state lines, but at least he didn't use a gun. Graduated from Northampton Community College in Pennsylvania, and then decided to go to Washington. Whatever, bro. With an associate of arts degree. So yeah, he got a psych degree in 2018. College spokesperson Mia Rossi Amarino said DeSales University in Pennsylvania said that he received a bachelor's degree in 2020, completed graduate studies in June of 2022. Ben Roberts, a graduate student at Washington State University's Department of CJ and Criminology, told the Associated Press that Kohberger seemed super awkward well, you're doing CJ in criminology. If he's going to be working inside of the lab, you kind of want somebody that's got a touch of the tism. Just saying. And was always looking for a way to fit in. Okay, so a creepy loner with a knife fetish. All right, then. Robert said he had several classes with Koberger and described him as wanting to appear academic. How somebody in a PhD class that wants to seem smarter than they actually are, color me surprised. One thing he would always do, almost without fail, was find the most complicated way to explain something. Listen, I want to seem like the smartest person in the room, and I just need to speak in hyperbolic language so all you stupid people think that I'm an authority on the subject. Fucking yuck. Fellow student BK Norton, BK Bomber, told the New York Post that Koberger seemed smart and, oh, no, see, it worked on this dude. Okay, was particularly interested in forensic psychology. Norton noted that when the subject of murders came up in class, the table that he was sitting at rose 4 inches. Recalled Koberger remaining quiet and deadpan. I'm still in shock. I didn't think Brian was capable of this, Norton told the outlet. So, okay, maybe Ben Roberts has a touch of the tism as well. It's like, well, I don't know, that guy, he seemed weird, but then everybody else found him fine? Like, what are we talking about? Justin Williams, a 34-year-old employee at Washington State University who lives in an adjacent building to Koberger, told Fox News that he rarely saw the suspected killer. Well, if he's in the PhD program, he's probably pretty busy, okay? You can go check his mail. Yeah, that was about it. Other than that, I've only seen him like twice the whole time, and I've lived here. I live here. This is my community since July 2021, Williams said, who added that Koberger's behavior seems normal. He saw nothing unusual in the way that the accused murderer carried himself. Yeah, you only see him twice across like a 2-year period, okay? It's like, yeah, it seemed, fine, I guess. Andrew Chua, a graduate student who lives at the Washington State University housing complex where Koberger lives, told the outlet that he hadn't noticed anything unusual at all in the weeks since the slayings took place. All right, then. Now, let's see. Tell me about your childhood. Koberger's former high school friend told the Daily Beast that the suspected killer was a slightly overweight, down-to-earth teen during his junior year. Slightly overweight. Bro, that facial structure right there tells me that brother turned it around, I guess. Okay, in their junior year, and then he got lean and developed an aggressive personality. Oh my God, he started to lift. That's some of that toxic masculinity on display. Nick McLaughlin of Pleasant, not so whenever Koberger was around, started taking boxing lessons and started picking fights. He always wanted to fight somebody. He was bullying people. And then he decided to go into a post-secondary education where he could figure out how to legally get away with, or at least convincingly get away with his crimes. Unfortunately, must have skipped the how to get away with murder class. Started taking boxing lessons, started picking fights. Well, that's normally not what happens unless he got rejected from his local boxing gym. Normally you get taught how to control and mitigate your rage by working it out at the gym. He always wanted to fight somebody. He was a bully. He was bullying people. We started cutting him off from our friend group because he was 100% a different person. Maybe you're a bitch and you needed some bullying. McLaughlin told the outlet, adding the group was baffled by Koberger's personality shift. Yeah, he used to be the fat little jolly kid until he decided to shed the weight, and then all he wanted to do was fucking fight. I can't believe it. Following the murders, Latta County Coroner Kathy Maboot described the slayings as an ambush and said that they appeared to have had been personal. With each victim, he stabbed a number of times. Has to be somebody that's pretty angry in order to stab 4 people to death. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, thanks for coming to that fucking conclusion. But one final thing that we know about this Koberger cat is that he was obsessively vegan as a teen and looked drugged out at school. Interesting. Koberger was taken into custody by the Pennsylvania State Police at his home in Albrightsville, a small town located in the heart of the Poconos Mountains, more than 2,000 miles away from the gruesome killings. Get this stupid, I hate those autoplay videos on Daily Mail, you motherfuckers, man. Police say DNA evidence links Koberger to the scene. Koberger was a PhD student. Friday's arrest, first major break in the case. Extradition is, Idaho, we know all that stuff. There's a nice little visual representation of how far away this motherfucker was, but then it's also not terribly obvious that he was also going to school right next to where the murders took place. So Koberger is a registered libertarian. Oof, libertarians down bad on that one. Although it does not appear that he had any active social media profiles at the time of his arrest. Weird. Relative told a New York Post, Koberger is OCD about his eating habits and forced his family to buy new pots. Fucker, if you want your family to cook in different pots, fucking buy them yourself, you weirdo. But here I am, critiquing the eating habits of a fucking 4 times over murderer. Had never been used to cook meat. To buy new pots that have never been used to cook meat. He was above and beyond being vegan. Oh my God. No, and again, oh God, so you got libertarians and you got vegans down bad. His aunt and uncle had to buy new pots and pans because he would eat. Wait a minute. And he comes from a broken home. This is literally everything all wrapped into one. Seemingly very OCD, the woman said during a press conference on Friday. Authorities confirmed that a white Hyundai Elantra was discovered in the search, and the sources saying it was towed from outside Koberger's home. So we got a vegan Lulbert allegedly shanking and killing 4 different college students. Very interesting. Make sure to get her in the frame. It's all very cute. It's a very sad situation, and it's very strange. situation, all things considered. But until the evidence starts to mound up, these are still, at the end of the day, just allegations and speculations. It's a bunch of people saying that, yeah, he was weird retrospect, and you're going to get that from fucking everybody. So it'll be interesting. This is probably not going to be going to trial until maybe the end of the year, probably even later than that. But yeah, don't expect like a beat by beat coverage on this. I'll pay attention to it. But I guess vegans finally get their representation. It's been a minute since they've had a mass murderer on their hands. Okay, Hitler was about 80 years ago at this point, so I guess you guys need a new representative. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo.
After nearly 7 weeks of uncertainty, residents of Moscow, Idaho, now feeling at ease.
I think it was pretty unnerving and scary for people.
The college community relieved after an arrest in the deadly stabbings of 4 University of Idaho students, a crime that seemed to mystify police.
Now we're sharing the energy of hope that this huge moment has happened. It's not going to go unsolved.
Moscow police say they are confident that 28-year-old Bryan Kohberger is the killer. Authorities zeroed in on the criminology student and arrested him Thursday, more than 2,500 miles away at his parents' home in Pennsylvania.
I looked at the picture and I couldn't believe who it was. It was Bryan Kohberger. I would text him like, hey, you want to go for a run?
Police have not found the murder weapon, but did recover the white Hyundai Elantra they say Kohberger used to drive cross-country from Washington State University, where he lived and attended school. The university is less than 20 minutes from Moscow. Friday, investigators searched his apartment.
We are still looking for all pieces of evidence.
Even with the arrest, authorities say the investigation is far from over. They're still asking for tips about the suspect from anyone who knows him. School officials say Kohberger continued going to classes and finished the semester at Washington State University before driving home to Pennsylvania. His attorney tells us he was calm but shocked by his arrest. Danya Backus, CBS News, Moscow, Idaho.
This morning, we're learning more about the suspect in the shocking murders of 4 Idaho college students and new questions about whether the suspect's graduate studies in criminology are a clue for a possible motive. Dana Griffin has the story.
The man accused of stabbing 4 University of Idaho students to death plans to waive extradition to get back to Idaho as soon as possible. According to his public defender for the extradition hearing in Pennsylvania, Bryan Kohberger was shocked by his arrest and says he's eager to be exonerated.
He was aware of the ongoing investigation of the death of the 4 individuals, but he denied, I guess he would say that he implicitly denied any involvement.
Did he kill these 4 students?
I would say at this point, no, but he did not specifically say that, nor did I ask that question.
According to 2 law enforcement sources familiar with the investigation, DNA evidence, and specifically forensic genealogy, was key to honing in on their suspect. Are there any other suspects, or are you 100% certain this is your guy?
I am certain this is our guy.
No doubts?
No doubts.
Police Chief James Fry also making this promise.
Yeah, when we get to where we can release information, I think people are going to go, okay, that makes more sense now why they held everything and why they did what they did.
Tonight, new details are emerging about the suspect's background. DeSales University in Pennsylvania confirming Kohberger was an undergrad student and got his master's in criminal justice. Several months ago on Reddit, a student investigator with the name Bryan Kohberger invited ex-cons to participate in a research study to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision-making when committing a crime.
We're following up on everything. Facebook, Reddit, you name any social media or anything out there.
In recent months, Kohberger was working towards a PhD in criminal justice at Washington State University, less than 10 miles from the University of Idaho. Former WSU grad student and classmate BK Norton tells NBC News, Bryan seemed odd from the beginning, but I thought it was because he was awkward, adding he continued to attend classes and continued on like nothing had happened. I still can't wrap my head around it. As Moscow police contend with one of their most difficult cases in years, the chief emotional and grateful for his officers.
They work hard. They did it right. And the investigators and all of the team we brought in did it right. And I'm proud of them.
Kohberger's public defender says he was home with his parents when they got a knock at the door around 3 a.m. on Friday and saw their house surrounded by police. He says they were all cooperative, but the parents were shocked and say this is out of character for their son.
We continue to learn more about the man arrested for the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. Laura Engel with Fox News joins us from Monroe County, Pennsylvania, outside the jail where he is being held. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's a huge development, obviously, in the story that has lasted nearly 7 weeks with the hunt for the suspect. Excuse me. I just wanted to show you the front page of the New York Post as this headline finally has come out. headline of an arrest that people have waited so long for. And the reason that you see Criminal Mind is because we have now.
And new details about the suspect charged in the deaths of 4 University of Idaho students 7 weeks ago. CNN has learned that Bryan Kohberger's father was with him as he drove cross-country from Washington State to Pennsylvania. Police were tracking him the entire time. The suspect's lawyer speaking to CNN about the 4 murder counts his client is facing.
He's doing okay. He's shocked a little bit. Obviously, he's calm right now. We don't really know much about the case.
Now, your client is highly educated, very intelligent. He has to appreciate the seriousness of what is happening right now.
Oh, absolutely. He is very intelligent. In my hour conversation with him, that comes off. I can tell that. And he understands where we are right now.
Investigators honed in on Kohberger by tracking his car and through DNA evidence, according to law enforcement sources. CNN's Veronica Miracle has more on the relief that many are feeling in Idaho.
There has been such a sense of relief in this community now that the suspect has been arrested. Of course, it doesn't change the fact that 4 gruesome murders took place in this seemingly safe town, in this rural college community. But now that there has been an arrest, we have heard from people who just feel such relief. In fact, one business owner came by here to the Moscow Police Department to drop off a gift. He was so grateful. He says this community, of course, has been impacted emotionally. Everyone has been on edge for the last 7 weeks, but it's also impacted the economy. He's a business owner and his employees are students, as are most of the businesses in this town. There's other businesses who've been impacted where students have left because they just don't feel safe being in this city. And so they've been studying virtually. And so now so many people are hoping that this community comes back together when students come back to class in the next couple of weeks. In terms of the Moscow Police Department, there's been a lot of criticism over the last 7 weeks because they did not release hardly any information. And every time we would ask why that was, they said they wanted to protect the integrity of the investigation. There were no leaks from this small department, and they kept all of their information close. They say that they are glad that they did that. The police chief saying he wouldn't change a thing. And in fact, he is receiving apologies now. Here's what he had to say.
A few of them have sent me emails, some apologizing. We're a pretty humble group here, and we know that people are going to be watching what we're doing, and some of that is criticism. And we have a job to do. We continue to do it, and it does feel good to. We held everything close for a long time, and we did it for the reason that we've stated. And I think the end result here proves to a lot of people that maybe it was exactly done right.
Bryan Kohberger remains in Pennsylvania right now, but he has an extradition hearing coming this Tuesday. His public defender has told CNN that he is going to waive his right to that extradition hearing. And so he could be back in this state as early as Tuesday. I asked the police chief how long that process will take. He says it could be a couple of days. It could be as early as Tuesday. When he arrives back here, he will go to the Latah County Jail. Veronica Miracle, CNN, Moscow, Idaho.
Joining me now, Mary Ellen O'Toole, a former senior FBI profiler and former FBI special agent. All right, Mary Ellen, we learned that the suspect traveled with his father cross-country from Washington State, the Washington State-Idaho border, to Pennsylvania after the crime happened. So hearing that, what's the first question that you have here?
Well, obviously, the first question is, did the father know anything? And at this point, we don't know. The father certainly could be in a position where he just wanted to help his son travel 2,500 miles. Thought it would be easier to have company in the car and know nothing about what happened. So that still remains to be seen. What, if anything, the dad knew?
And police have been very tight-lipped about whether this alleged criminal knew the victim. So what would you be looking into to start to dig into that question?
I'd start to look at, and I know that they are looking at this, from social media to casual contacts that the offender, in this case, a suspect, had with these victims. And it could be very minor. It doesn't have to be an ongoing contact where they meet for coffee or they go out to dinner. It doesn't have to be anything that formal. It can be a very casual contact that is made. And to the victims, it would have been like, yeah, I think I saw him walking down the street. But to the offender, in this case, a suspect, it could have been far more significant to include developing what we call intelligence on the victim, finding out what they're about, how they walk, what they say, what their voice sounds like. So the investigators are going to be looking for formal contacts, but also very, very informal contacts.
And if you were in a room with him, sitting across from him, what kind of questions would you be asking him at this point in the investigation?
You know what? That's such a great question. And I would not be asking him any questions. I would simply be in there and I would be listening. And I would ask him to tell me about himself. Tell me about everything about you. Tell me about what makes you tick. Tell me about what you're studying. Tell me why you're interested in the criminal mind. And then I would listen. I would not be asking questions.
Mary Ellen O'Toole, great insight. Thank you.
This is one interesting dude for sure. God, I just took a hit of dabs and I can't fucking breathe. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Back again. All right, I think I'm gonna get off here and chill, and it'll be my bedtime for long. I go to bed early if I can. But thank y'all, and I'll get ready for bed and watch some true crime. Thank y'all. Good night. Happy New Year's, and I love you all. Bye.